Welcome to Rose Yoga, tapping into heart courage. And this is a trial tapping on ending war, on ceasefire. And I've been feeling pretty passionate, pretty impotent, pretty helpless around imagining how war can truly end on this planet while we're still here. How can it be that we're living in these times and people are acting like we are in the Middle Ages? And I do not consent. So if you're cynical, please turn it off right now. We're going to see where this goes. You know, if we use our imagination for good, we never know what seeds we can plant, at least if not for us, for future generations. So let's see what comes out. We'll just be addressing whatever grief we're holding, whatever injustice we're holding, expressing it, and you know, freeing our nervous system up so that we can actually call in and embody more with what we want to see and experience in this world. So this is happening on Valentine's Day. This is my contribution to loving my humanity, to loving this planet, to saving our souls, you know, whatever it's going to take. So here we go. Repeat after me. Use your voice. This is the time to really express what you're feeling. Even though I do not consent to all of this violence in the world, and I see it happening anyway, feeling so out of control, so mad, sad, and helpless. How do I stop this? I love and accept myself exactly where I'm at right now. Take a deep breath. I fucking hate war. I feel so helpless and so angry that there are people funding violence and genocide and intense abuse to our planet and our humanity without regard to consequence. This grief and rage, I love and respect myself for having these human emotions. Take a deep breath. I forgive myself for hating war passionately, and I forgive myself for feeling helpless. How is it that we live in this age and can't stop this terror from occurring? I accept myself even with this paradox. Take a deep breath. It's just important to do the breath work too, even if you're just doing breath work, to also acknowledge and be able to validate the feelings that you have. So here we go. Tap along with me. This freaking war, this genocide that I'm reading about in the news, so freaking unbelievable. I do not consent. I do not want any of my money funding any type of war, especially not one that's overseas. We need help here in our country. We need medical care. We need housing. We need food. What the actual is going on? I find it so hard to accept that this bullshit is happening and that my country is complicit. Take a deep breath. Let's go to the solar plexus. I am asking for ceasefire now. Bring it deeper down. Really feel into it. I am asking for ceasefire now. I am demanding that all of these men participating in any type of warfare check in with their hearts and awaken to the reality what they're participating in. Facing their own mortality and facing their own morality. And let them judge themselves and not just being told what to do. May they awaken and profoundly choose to stop participating. Take a deep breath. I imagine a world where weapons are abandoned, where weapons are no longer being produced, where all the money that has been funneled to war now is funneled into growing food, creating healthy soil, healthy water, and going to humanitarian causes. I forgive myself for hating what I see, to feeling helpless, to feeling this incredible grief. Allow yourself to feel that. Think about any of your families in your history line that has suffered from war. This disease, this trauma, this deep unresolved pain, this senselessness of war, power over, of oppression. King hate it. I am choosing to feel safe in my body, to acknowledge this pain and rise up to share with my brothers and sisters that we can find ways to unite and empower ourselves to cease being complicit with war, whether it's with my neighbors, friends and family, work. I am safe to release this division now. My offended nature, my defensive nature. I am choosing peace on a cellular level now. Take a deep breath. Really claim this. Tap wherever you feel it to clear this. If it's closer to your heart, your chest, your solar plexus, your gut. Even though I've been holding on to this unresolved grief from war for centuries, handed down through my lineage, I am here in a body now to resolve this conflict. I forgive those who've transgressed me in the past, for I am choosing to set myself free of the cycle of war. Any anger and violence I'm feeling, I choose to acknowledge it, express it safely, through exercise, through art, through activism. I am choosing to attract solutions, to bring more peace into my life, into my reality, in body, mind, and spirit. Tap all around the hips. Take a deep breath. Oh, this is all about removing ancestral patterning that's all in the roots chakra area. And liking to tap all around the gut, belly button area. This is where we were nourished and fed, our umbilical cord. What are we feeding ourselves? Opening up the grief, fear that's been stored here in the center. And let's say, I am safe to resolve this grief now on a cellular level. Take a deep breath. And I like to shoot it down to the earth, being your own Bruce Lee and Yoda, shooting it down and out, just like you're a rocket taking off and you're using what you're releasing as steam to separate you from this old pain. And you're not getting yucky stuff on anything else. This is actually just turning into smoke, into steam, and fertilizing the seeds that we're sowing of peace from our heart, of possibility, seeds of love, seeds of a better future. Whatever you need to release from the shoulders, from the weight of the world, dropping it down, using your breath, sitting upright, standing up for yourself and what you care about. Take a deep breath. And while this is releasing on automatic, this grief, if you want to say it, sadness, hopelessness, helplessness, breathe it out. And as you're releasing it, allowing wings to sprout out of your shoulder blades. The wings that all your ancestors are part of. Every feather in those wings are a part of the roads they've paved to bring you here, to create a more peaceful world. Everything that any of the immigrants have done or left their situations of constraint and oppression to create a better world for themselves and for their future generations. You're part of that future generation now. I am the seeds that were planted in the 60s. I was born during the revolution of against Vietnam. John Lennon saying war is over. Be the peace sign. I'm here to live in the solution. So just offering you to awaken into that space, open to that space and walking in the answer. What does peace look like for you in all the ways that you practice it? Releasing this grief that we witnessed, that we felt, that we picked up from our grandparents, our great-grandparents. The war at home, the wars in schools, not being afraid to go to school, that there might be someone with weapons, like this sense that we're not safe anywhere and having to be on defense. Take a deep breath. And say, war is over. War is over in my field. I am choosing peace in my bones, in my organs. Take a deep breath. Good. Shake it out. I am strong to war now. I'm strong to power over. I am strong to disempowerment. I am strong to peace. I love and accept myself, even with this rage. Who are these stupid people killing their fellow humankind? I do not consent. I do not consent. War is over. I'm using my energy for peace in every way possible. I'm using my power for peace in every way possible. What would it take for me for peace to be my truth? Take a deep breath. I'm safe to release this fear of war. I'm safe to release this disempowerment. I'm safe to release this hate and frustration. I'm safe to express this rage safely. I am safe to ask for the hearts of men to awaken to their inner divine feminine. That's half of their energy body. Awaken their sacred holy mother in their spirit, in their body. Feel it. Feel the possibility. What would it take for everyone participating in war to surrender their weapons and say no more and actually walk away with dignity? Feel into this. Say the words that you need to call on to feel hope. I'm safe to reclaim hope in my body now. I'm safe to use my imagination for solutions. Around the hips. I am safe to co-create a new earth that includes forgiveness, compassion, understanding, new medicine for our minds to heal, for our hearts to heal, for reconnection to our humanity, reconnection and rehabilitation of the earth. I am invoking peace in the hearts of all men. I am invoking peace in their minds. Take a deep breath. In the head. I love and respect myself for wanting peace for myself and the future generations. I am here to help anchor heaven on earth by helping changing my mind and my body so I can be a walking expression of peace. Take a deep breath. And so it is. And in whichever way you want, imagine sending a symbol into the hearts of men and women for peaceful resolution, for ending war. Just let your imagination run wild. What needs to take place in their heart to change their mind of the actions they're participating in? Just like you would be praying for your mother in the hospital or your grandparent for the highest good, do that for your enemies, for the whole. Thank you.